let's continue going around the country, seeing what else is happening, particularly, in the affected areas of Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. Next stop is in Springfield, in KZN, in the Durban area, where ETV reporter Nabeelah Shaikh is coming to us live. The army has also been deployed there. Nabeelah, good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday View on eNCA. Thank you very much for your time. Tell us exactly where you are at this hour and what's been happening there.
We're in Queen Nandi Drive. We know that this area has been under attack over the last few days. Yesterday we saw massive looting at the game warehouse, and that's still ongoing today. So just a few minutes ago, we had a team of MECs and the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Sihle Zikalala, who were on the ground, basically trying to institute arrests here. But despite the presence of these government officials, we still saw the looting going on. We now are seeing more police visibility here on the ground, and some arrests are being instituted on that side just as we speak. We also saw the presence of the SANDF here. This area has also seen several fires over the last few hours. It's filled with factories and warehouses, some which have been torched overnight, and we still see the entire Queen Nandi Drive area is engulfed in smoke currently.
So there's one individual, we can see there with the cameraman zooming in on that scene of an arrest. Has there been attempts, by more looters to attack along this route that you've witnessed, Nabeelah, or things have somewhat quietened down, although we're seeing that bakkie that's been stopped and those individuals seemingly being arrested?
Well, there are still attempts to continue looting in this area. If we go further down the stretch on Nandi Drive, there's still a large group of looters that are gathering at the top near the game warehouse. There's also a Ram Korea factory outlet that's at the top as well, that's currently being guarded as we speak. So police are trying their best to make as many arrests as possible. We're seeing the SANDF on the field here, but we're seeing them coming in from time to time, leaving out, and then coming back into the Queen Nandi Drive area.
And this operation is going on there by Queen Nandi Drive, which has been a scene, as you said, of those attacks that we've seen, wave and wave of attacks and the looting that is happening there. The authorities there, if you've got a sense from them, I don't know if you've managed to speak to them, are they planning to monitor this situation on an ongoing basis, blocking that access to this area?
Yes, in fact, it's a ticking time bomb here because there are so many other factories that could potentially be affected. We're talking about big brands, factories that are situated because it's an industrial area. So it's still very volatile here, and the police cannot leave anytime soon, even though we're not seeing as many looters as we saw yesterday because the game factory has already been cleared out. There are many other factories in this area that could potentially be targeted. So the police visibility will remain high here from the sense that we're actually getting on the ground.
Yeah, Nabeelah, on the ground, the way you are, we're seeing the police in uniform. We're seeing those suspected looters are being arrested. They're lying on the floor. But I haven't seen camouflage. I haven't seen SANDF. As you were driving to this venue, driving around Durban, I know you've been covering this story for a few days as well. Have you noticed an increase of visibility of the men in camouflage?
Not at all. In fact, this morning we just saw some SANDF members patrolling the Durban CBD. But at this point, there's not enough visibility in terms of them on the ground here in Durban. And the reason that was given is that most of them have been actually deployed to some of our national key points, like protecting the Durban harbour currently. So in terms of what we're seeing, in terms of the hotspot areas that have been looted over the last few days, there's no visibility of the SANDF in those areas.
And the Durban Metro, very quickly, Nabeelah, Metro Police, instead of managing traffic, have they been supplementing or complementing the police work?
That's correct. That's what they've been doing. In fact, there was a briefing that had taken place last night. Just by yesterday evening, they had made at least 400 arrests in the Durban city centre alone. and that number is increasing as the hour. So they're offering the support to police as much as they can, and additional support as well, because we've seen cases where Metro Police is having to clean up the roads, to open the roadways that are being blocked, to allow for the free flow of traffic. So they're stepping in to assist the police as much as they can, but we're still not seeing enough police visibility in Durban as a whole, because we know that police are still very thinly stretched.
Thank you very much, Nabeelah. The latest there from Queen Nandi Drive in Durban.